Off Balance is the podcast, we bring the light. Dr. Brooks is the host, she's leading the fight. We talk about family, business, and faith. 3 things that matter in this world we face. We bring inspiration and guidance too for those who are lost and don't know what to do. Off Balance is the hub for those who pursue the path of righteousness and always stay true. Off Balance.
Hello, I am Dr. Brooks. Welcome back to the show. For those of you who are tuning in today that are not familiar with me, I am a certified master life coach, transformational speaker, and author. I teach women how to overcome adversity by developing resilience. I do this by taking them through a proven step-by-step system, the 6 pillars of resilience. So welcome to the show. I am so excited. Today, I am going to give you 5 reasons why you should not force a relationship. Forcing relationships, whether they are romantic, friendships, or professional relationships, are not a good idea. And the first reason why it's not a good idea is because when you force a relationship, it often lacks authenticity. We build authentic relationships based on mutual respect, shared interests, and genuine connections. People may pretend to be someone that they're not or engage in activities that they don't enjoy if they are trying to force a relationship. A lot of the times when a person is put in a situation to where they're forcing the connection, they are not being genuine. They may, partake in things that they typically don't like, just to save face or just to not cause any problems or conflict. And so you don't want to put yourself in a situation to where you're uncomfortable or someone else is uncomfortable because the relationship is being built from a place of superficial versus authenticity. The second thing is forcing a relationship can be emotionally draining. It can lead to stress, frustration, and disappointments when things don't fall into place. These type of experiences can have a negative impact on you emotionally, and it can harm the relationship itself. I can recall, just trying to form a friendship with someone and the conversations was dry. We went out to lunch and it was just awkward. And so I didn't pursue it any further. I did finish the meal and, I wished her well, but I can just tell that we were so different when it came to just the basic things of life. And so I was like, yeah, no, I'm not going to pursue a relationship, with her. This friendship is not going to be, one that, I can see growing in. I knew that it was going to be a relationship that was just going to drain me because even the conversation was just so dry and so awkward. And so just make sure that you are not trying to force a relationship that is going to cause you to be emotionally drained. Individuals involved in forced relationships, they may experience stress, anxiety, and frustration due to the effort required simply to maintain the relationship. When I had lunch with that young lady, it was like pulling teeth. I was exhausted at the end. And so I can attest that trying to force a relationship, friendship, whatever type of ship it is, it can be draining to you. The third thing is not all people are meant to be in each other's lives. So you have to take compatibility into the equation. We're not all compatible. And so basically, you do not want to, try to force a relationship with a person that's not compatible with you. The young lady that I referenced earlier, we didn't have any of the same interests. The only thing that we had in common was we were in a doctorate program together and we met at a residency and we went to lunch and it was just very awkward. And so even though we had the commonality of education, we didn't have anything else. Like we didn't like the same type of food. We didn't like the same movies. We didn't like the same extracurricular activities, nothing. And so we wasn't compatible. And so basically I decided, after that lunch date, I'm not going to pursue a friendship. So I wished her well. And I told her that I am rooting for her and that I wanted her to graduate. But as far as, just trying to further pursue the relationship, I took that off the table. The fourth thing is you don't want to waste your time and energy. Time and energy are valuable resources, and forcing a relationship can consume them significantly. So, the time that you are spending trying to build this relationship that's hopeless, you can actually work on your goals. You can work on accomplishing things that maybe you put on a back burner, or things that you maybe felt that you didn't have time to accomplish. And so you can really focus on the things that matter and the things that are going to push you into your destiny. So don't waste time and energy on relationships that are not going to serve you, on relationships that you don't even really, want. I think we have to get comfortable with saying no. And what I mean by that is sometimes we are in awkward situations and we are uncomfortable with saying, hey, this situation isn't working for me, and dismissing ourselves. And I think we do that because we don't want to hurt someone's feelings, or we don't want to put ourselves in a confrontation. Like we don't want to, maybe argue, but a lot of the times that is false. Like it's perceived as something that's going to go bad, but a lot of the times that doesn't happen. And so I just encourage you to advocate for yourself, especially if you're uncomfortable or if you just really don't want to put forth the effort. I give you permission to advocate that, because that is okay. And that's actually a part of boundaries. That's a part of establishing boundaries for yourself. When you advocate for yourself, you are establishing a boundary. Hey, I do not like this. This is not something that I want to invest my time and energy in. The fifth thing is unwanted pressure. When you force someone into a relationship, you can create pressure on yourself as well as the other person, which can make you feel uncomfortable and even cause harm. And so that's why it's very important to be mindful. Anytime you feel pressure to meet, to talk, to do anything with a person, then you may want to evaluate that relationship, because something is amiss. Because you should never feel pressure to be in the presence of someone that you care about, or someone that you love, or someone that you genuinely want to spend time with. It's essential to respect, your boundaries as well as their boundaries. Forcing a relationship can create pressure. Oh my God, it can create so much pressure. And that can lead to discomfort, resentment, and feeling trapped. And so just respect yourself enough and the other person enough to speak on that. You don't want to be in a relationship where you feel so much pressure. You feel like you're being forced, you're being dragged, to spend time with that person, or you don't want to answer your phone. If you find yourself looking at the phone and just letting it ring, not responding to text messages, and just not putting in the effort, then it's more than likely that you are not invested in that relationship. And it simply, deserves a conversation to say, hey, I am not going to pursue this relationship. And so those are the 5 things that you keep in mind that will prevent you from forcing a relationship. So those are the 5 reasons why you should not force a relationship. The first one was the lack of authenticity. The second one was the emotional toll that it can have on you. The third one was incompatibility. You don't want to link up with people that you're not compatible with. The fourth one is time and energy. You do not want to waste your time and energy. The fifth one was unwanted pressure. You do not want to have, just that unwanted pressure of being in a relationship, or, trying to force a relationship. So you don't want that. I hope you are following me, and I hope, that this is resonating, because like I said, I've been there and done that, and I just refuse. Life is so precious. I don't have time to spend in places with people that I don't really care to build a life with. And that's not being mean, that's just being honest. And in order for me to genuinely, grow, in order for me to be emotionally stable, good mental health, I have to be honest. And I can't worry about, how the other person is going to receive my honesty. But what I can do is I can do my best to deliver the message in a respectful manner, in a loving way. And I just hope that they receive it from love and not from rejection or abandonment or any of those emotions that probably resurface because we all have things in our past that we don't deal with. And so, again, just give yourself permission to simply be honest with people and be honest with yourself. You do not want to be unhappy in your relationships. So just, forcing a relationship, it can also prevent you from meeting people who genuinely are compatible and suitable for you. And so you miss out on opportunities to build these healthy, wonderful relationships because you are spending your time with a person or people that you don't want to be with. And so I just encourage you again, just to make sure that you don't force the relationships. Instead of forcing relationships, let them develop organically. Let them happen over time. Don't try to rush it. Don't try to make a relationship more than what it is. Keep an open mind. But at any point when you recognize that this relationship is not what I thought it would be, this is not something that I choose to pursue, just be honest with the other person. And I assure you that it will all work out for you. Today's episode is short and sweet. I just wanted to provide you with those 5 tips. For more information about me, you can visit my website, brooksdemi.com. If you have any questions about my coaching practice, you can ask those questions on my website, or you can email support@brooksdemi.com. Until next time, be resilient.